how decision-making feels different when working with Chinese teams. Imagine this situation: you've just finished what felt like a very positive meeting with a Chinese team. The proposal sounds reasonable. No one pushes back. People nod. It feels like things are moving in the right direction. You leave the meeting thinking, this should move forward soon. A week passes. Nothing happens. You send a follow-up. The reply is polite, but vague. Another week passes. Then suddenly, without another big discussion, you receive confirmation. The project is approved. What happened during those silent weeks? For many foreign teams, this gap feels confusion. It can feel like delay, hesitation, or lack of clarity. But inside many Chinese organizations, that period is often when the real decision work is happening. Before anything becomes official, teams usually focus on reducing uncertainty. They make sure the project is actually durable, who will execute it, whether other departments are aligned, and what risks might surface later. These steps don't always happen in one visible meeting. They happen gradually through internal coordination. From the outside, it looks like nothing is happening. Inside, people are still working things out. This is also where misunderstandings begin. Foreign teams often interpret silence as rejection, or they assume the proposal is not a priority. So they increase pressure. They ask for fixed deadlines. They request a clear yes or no. From their perspective, this feels efficient. From inside the organization, it can feel risky. If no one is clearly responsible yet, saying yes too quickly can create problems later. If coordination isn't fully there yet, a deadline just adds pressure without solving the real issue. So instead of speeding things up, extra urgency can slow progress down. Another source of confusion is authority. On paper, titles define hierarchy, but in practice, decisions often depend on who can choose resources, who can coordinate across teams, and who is willing to take operational responsibility. That person may not be the most senior, but without them, things rarely move forward. Once internal alignment is in place, decisions can move very quickly. What feels sudden from the outside is often the final step of a process that has already stabilized internally. So when working with Chinese teams, waiting does not always mean inactivity. It often means evaluation, risk assessment, and coordination happening behind the scenes. Understanding this won't make decisions instant, but it changes what silence actually means. And sometimes that change inside interpretation is what makes collaboration smoother. If you want to understand how China's market really works, not just in theory, but in real life, feel free to subscribe. I've also shared a written version on Substack. Link is in the description.